What's going on, folks? Y'all know who I be. It is me, Uncle T, that OG, coming at you with that one brave LOGIC, boy. You know, I'm going to kick some knowledge for you guys, man, and I'm going to kick my personal perspective on something. Okay? I actually heard an interview from Steve Harvey. This guy gave his little story pretty much in an interview, talking about how he was homeless, he lived in a car, and all of a sudden, you know, he went to a comedy club, and then he made it big. Okay, hold up, wait a minute. Okay, you made it big, and you bought a bunch of cars. And then in an interview, years after he made it famous, this dude gonna sit up over there and talk about how his kids, his boys, he got daughters and he has sons. He said his sons pretty much have to go out there and struggle and pretty much build their own lives. You're a bad father. Why do your kids have to suffer like you did? Why do they have to suffer like you did? You got all them cars. You care more about them cars than you actually do your own sons? God forbid I actually go ahead and love material possessions more than I love my own kids. I don't want my own kids, my boys especially, to sit up over there and suffer the way I did. No way, not a chance. Not a chance. This dude sits up over there and actually said in one interview pretty much how his kids have to fly when him and his wife are flying out. They fly first class, but his kids fly economy. No, my kids ain't flying economy. If me and their mom are flying first class, all of my kids are flying first class with me because I want them to actually experience some good shit. I don't want them to go through the shit that I went through. I want my kids to have a better life than what I had. Steve Harvey, personally, I think is a bad person overall, and I think he's a bad father. Why would you sit up over there and say on national television on an interview talking about your kids, your boys are going to have to sit up over there and live a harsh life like you? You already know what it's like to live a harsh life, bro. Why would you want that for your boys? You're going to sit up over there and cater to your girls, but your boys, you're going to sit up there and throw them out the house and make them suffer? That doesn't make any sense. It's kind of like Andrew Tate. I thought I had respect for this dude until I really investigated this nigga. I really thought about it. Andrew Tate, that dude is actually somebody who deserved to get his ass castrated in front of the entire world. He deserved that shit. He deserved it because he sat up over there. For one, he was arguing with a little girl. You know what I mean? Okay, he was arguing with a little freaking girl, and that's what got him put in jail. That's what got his ass put in freaking jail for a freaking year. This motherfucker has a shit ton of cars, got a nice big house, and this motherfucker couldn't leave it for like a long time. Andrew Tate, nah, I don't believe in this nigga. I really don't. I don't believe in that dude. He's freaking dumb. He really is, man. He tries to teach masculinity pretty much, and he sits up over there and actually tries to say some dumb shit like what I heard him say inside of one of his shows pretty much. If my son tries to blah, 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 I'm gonna challenge my son and battle my son into mortal combat. Why the fuck are you fighting your son? God forbid my son fights with me. God forbid I fight with my son. That's my baby boy. That's my boy. That's my son. Shit, God forbid anybody sits up over there and hurts my fucking boy. You ain't gonna touch my son. You get away from my freaking son. Well, Uncle T, what about your daughter? Well, my daughter pretty much, I'm gonna watch over her until she gets older, and some young boy, because I know my daughter's gonna be a bombshell. I'm a handsome man, and I'm gonna have a beautiful wife. I know that my wife is pretty much going to give birth to a nice, beautiful little Carmel princess. All the boys are going to be wanting my daughter. Okay, fine. You want my daughter? I'm going to go ahead and actually make sure that you, if you want my daughter, you're going to do some dope ass shit for my daughter. Okay, my sons, God forbid, anybody sits up over there and tries to hurt my sons. Okay? I'm going to make sure that my daughter actually is with a guy who pretty much is going to love her. My daughter's going to be a bombshell. I already know. I already know some guy's going to love my daughter. He's going to want to hold on to her for dear life. Like, oh, she's pretty. Your daughter is gorgeous. My daughter's going to be mixed race. Mixed race black girls, most beautiful girls in the world, in my personal opinion. They're gorgeous. They're fucking beautiful. My daughter's going to be beautiful. All the boys are going to want her. Which boy is going to be the best boy? Whichever boy is doing the dopest shit. Pretty much, that's it. You know what I'm saying? My sons are going to learn to do some dope shit. Man, God forbid I sit up over there, kick my boys out the freaking house and make them struggle and suffer like I did. My mom kicked me out the house and made me sit up over there, struggle and suffer and shit. My mom, when she sent me to Job Corps, this woman, actually, true story, dude, she set up over there, bro, sent me to Job Corps, and when I started calling my family, her side of the family, and set up over there and tried to, like ask them for, like, advice, you know, I needed somebody to talk to. My mom, I found out, my sister told me this. She said, Mom told everybody, my aunties, she said, anytime you call, hang up the phone and don't help them out. And I was like, holy shit, Mom said that shit? She was like, yeah. I heard her. She said that she didn't want anybody helping you out. She pretty much threw you out, and pretty much, yeah, she didn't want you actually, you know, getting any help from anybody from the family. And I was like, what the hell did I do? What did I do? Like, seriously? Every single time, I'm the one who's sitting up over there getting screwed over. Like, what did I do? Mom sit up there told everybody to hang up the phone every time I called everybody. Called one of my aunties. She recognized my number. She found out it was me. She hung up the phone. And then I called her from another number once. She picked up the phone. Before that, I noticed. I called her 3 or 4 times on the same number before. She didn't want to pick up the phone because she knew it was me. But when I called her from a different phone, she actually picked up the phone. And I was like, okay. So my sister was right, pretty much. My mom told everybody pretty much if T calls, hang up the phone, don't help him out. He ain't shit. My own mom told everybody that I wasn't shit. Wow, really? Yeah. If a lot of you young boys up out there pretty much got a good relationship with your mom, you better praise God that you actually have a good mother. You better respect your mom. You better respect your mother. If you don't, God's gonna fuck you up. You understand? You didn't go through the shit that I did. My own mother fucked me around. If you're a young man out there, pretty much, don't matter how old you are, if you don't respect your mother, and she's a good woman, and you know she's a good woman, and your father keeps telling you, respect your mom, you better respect your mom and shut the fuck up and listen to your father. Okay? You have the privilege that I didn't get to have. I had a terrible mother. You probably got a good mother, so you better honor your mother. And you better honor your father, too, if your father is sitting up over there inside your life. Okay? If your father's trying to teach you shit, you better honor him even better. You better tell your father every single day, Dad, hey, love you, man. You know what I'm saying? That right there is your person. That is your guy. That's the person you go to every single time you need some help with something. Okay? Your mother, if she's a good woman, you better make sure that you go ahead and tell your mother that you love her all the time. You go ahead and you make sure that you see her, and you go ahead and you tell her, you know what, Mom, you ain't never told me no bullshit. You never treated me like garbage. You never beat me. You never hurt me. Mom, I love you. You know, that's it. That's what you do. Okay? You probably have the privilege that I didn't have. Okay? I had a terrible mom, and I didn't get to grow up with my father. I know who my father was. I met him many times. You know what I'm saying? I talked to him over the phone. But the thing is, I didn't get a chance to actually grow up with my father the way in which a lot of you guys get to grow up with him. If you actually are even married, man, and your father is still alive and you know he's a good man, you better get your ass on that fucking phone. Hey, Dad, let's go out to a restaurant pretty much. Tell your wife, hey, baby, I'm going to go out and hang out with my dad. Okay. Yeah, you go sit down, have a couple of beers with your father. You go ahead, go to a restaurant, go ahead and just talk to your father pretty much. You better embrace that, man, because you pretty much have the privilege that I didn't have. So you better go ahead and use this video as a motivational video to understand. Not all of us actually has the privilege of actually having a good mother and a good father pretty much in our lives, okay? We pretty much get fucked over, some people like me, okay? Do not sit up over there and disrespect your father. The Bible says honor your mother and your father and your life will be long. I honor my father. My father is dead, but I'm still living. Okay, I'm still living. I got my YouTube channel now, and I'm sitting up over here doing what God told me to do. Pretty much give you guys motivation so that you can actually grow the fuck up, boys, and sit up over there, stop disrespecting your dad, and stop being a fucking mama's boy. Grow up and stop acting like a bitch. Stop doing that shit. You're fucking mama's boy. What the hell, you're mama's boy? Shut the fuck up. You mama's boys. You guys, these guys, I can't stand them. I can't stand mama's boys. I really can't. My stepbrother was a mama's boy. Me and him got into fights all the time. He couldn't stand me. And the reason he couldn't stand me is because he was not my biological brother. Well, wait a minute. He was your half-brother. No, he wasn't a half-brother. He had a different father. I had a different father. Who pretty much, whose kid was he? He was the kid, the child, the son of another man. I'm the son of another man. Yeah, but you both have the same mom. Yeah, but genetics actually say that about 90% of a child's DNA comes from who? It comes from the man. It comes from the man. So we may share 10% of a mom, but we're still both 90% of different men. He wasn't my brother. I don't consider him a brother. He was nothing more to me than a piece of shit. And he is a piece of shit today. Because this guy's got 3 daughters, doesn't take care of his daughters. God forbid I abandon my daughters. God forbid I do that shit. God forbid I abandon my son. My little stepbrother, he did the same thing that my mom did. He sat up over there and abandoned 3 kids. Ooh, my mom abandoned 3 kids. Me, my brother, and my sister. All biological children from my father. And my mom's pretty much getting her ass handed to her now because she's got to take care of 3 of my stepbrother's kids. All daughters. Yeah. Yeah, karma's real. God is real too, bitch. God forbid I throw my sons out. God forbid I do the dumb shit that Steve Harvey is talking about. Shaquille O'Neal even pisses me off. That dude is that dude makes me so mad. He even said it in an interview. He didn't even understand that he was being watched. He said that his daughters can stay inside the house, but when his sons are 18, they gotta leave. It's like, wait a minute, you gonna throw your sons out the house knowing full well that these boys probably ain't got nothing going for themselves because you didn't teach them shit. You're a terrible father. You didn't teach your boys shit. But your daughters can stay inside the house. You're a basketball player. You're a famous basketball star. You didn't teach your kids, your boys, how to sit up over there and actually play basketball? You got a talent, but you didn't transfer that talent to your boys? Really, nigga? Really? I'm going to transfer all of my skills and my talents to my sons. I write poetry. The fuck you think I'm going to be teaching my boys? I'm going to teach my boys how to write some poetry. I like to dance too. Y'all going to see me on my dance videos. I'm going to teach my boys how to dance. Shit, I make beats. I'm going to teach my boys how to make some beats. I play guitar. I'm going to teach my boys how to play guitar. Shit, my sons are going to be like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. All the girls are going to be going nuts over my boys. You know what I'm saying? Because them boys are going to be dope. Them boys are going to learn how to sit up over there and do some creative shit. I do graphics design art too. The emoji that I have on my YouTube channel, who do you think created that shit? A design team? No, I did it. I made that shit. That's a dope ass compass that I made. I made that shit. I got some dope ass merch to sell from my graphics arts designs. I'm gonna teach my boys that shit. I do arts and crafts. What you think I'm gonna teach my girls? I'm gonna teach my girls arts and crafts too. I'm gonna teach them how to make little beads and shit, little necklaces and all that shit. My little girls are gonna be sitting up over there having their own business by the time they're at least 10 years old. Shit, my little girls are gonna be inside the freaking neighborhood, sitting up over there selling all these little trinkets and shit. Pfft. People are gonna wonder, yo, T, how come you got such a badass family? Because I'm dope, nigga. That's why. I taught my kids, my boys and my girls to be dope. That's why. Boys are going to be flinging all their shit all over my freaking daughter. I want her. I like her. I like her. Yeah, you're going to be addicted to my daughter. Yeah. But what the fuck are you doing, nigga? What are you doing? My daughter makes little beads and shit. She makes little necklaces and all that stuff. She does graphics art design too. What you got? What you doing? Some young girl comes over to my house. Hey, sir, I like your son. He's like really, really bright. He's very, very smart. She's going to go up to my wife. I like your son. Like, he's really, really smart. My wife is going to be looking saying, yeah, did he show you that he knows how to play guitar? No, he showed me that he actually makes beats, though. You play guitar? He plays guitar? Oh, yeah, he's really good. Yeah, he does graphics design art, too. He's got his own Spotify account, got his own YouTube account, too. He's had it since he was 10 years old. Yeah, he's got about 1 million subscribers now, too. This boy is making a shit ton of money right now. Yeah, just doing shit. He knows how to cook, too. Yeah, his daddy taught him how to cook. He's a chef. That little girl gonna be looking at my son. Hey, your mom told me that you cook. You could really cook? I'm hungry. Can you cook me some? My little boy is going to learn how to be a gentleman. All right, baby, go sit down. Let me go ahead and cook you some. That's how I'm going to run my family. That's how I'm going to run my shit. My wife, my baby's mama, is going to love my daughter, and she going to love my sons. She going to make sure that my boy marries the greatest girl. Because if my boy brings home a girl that's fucked up, I ain't gonna say nothing to this girl. My wife is gonna say something to her. My wife is gonna look at my son. I don't like this bitch. Don't like her. Mom, why don't you like her? But I love her. Yeah, but no. Just no. Is she like me? I love your father. I've been with your father since I was this age. She's not marriage material. Okay, and I saw her hanging out with a bunch of boys at the bowling alley last week. What's she hanging out with all them boys for if you guys have been together for the past year? What's she hanging out with boys for? You better dump that bitch. My wife is going to be looking at my boy, be like, you better dump that bitch. Yep, plain and simple. Huh, nigga? Yep. My wife is going to be badass, nigga. And guess what? My kid's going to be badass, too. That's pretty much how I'm going to roll. Steve Harvey, he's a bad father, in my personal opinion. Shaquille O'Neal, bad father, in my personal opinion. Why the heck you gonna sit up there and kick your kids out when they turn 18? You guys are famous. You mean to tell me you're not going to give an inheritance to your boys so that they can actually have a better life than you? You guys sit up over there and struggled. Why would you want to sit up over there and make your kids struggle to succeed? You got money enough so that they don't have to sit up over there and struggle. You should be teaching your boys anyway. Teaching your boys how to actually not struggle like you. I don't want my boys struggling like I did. I want my boys to be better than me. I want my daughters to not be hoes like my stepbrothers, daughters, be hoes like my mom, and be hoes like my sister. My sister got 6 kids by 3 different men. No. I want my daughters to have 6 kids by 1 man. That's pretty much it. I don't want my daughters being no freaking hoes. I don't. And I don't want my son actually marrying a hoe. Because their mom ain't going to be a hoe. They're going to respect their mother, and they're going to respect me. And that's coming from me, Uncle T. Coming at you with that one brave LOGIC. See you guys around.